Hi everyone, Lynn and Spencer here. I just thought I'd pop on and do the video about my foundations and what my colours and things are. The lady Roseboro Drew, who won my giveaway, the second last giveaway, we actually talking WhatsApp and keep in touch, and she asked me, she says, Lynn, would you mind doing a video on your foundations, what ones you like, what kind of colour you are, because you're roughly the same colour as I am. I'd like to know what foundations you use and what you think, so I decided I'll get that done. I've just got my trusted wipes here, so if you want to swatch them, I'll take my watch off, actually, it might make it easier. Now, I said in my last video, my look fantastic, what a lovely day we had. The heavens decided to open after that. It's really, really heavy rain out there now. Mind you, that's what the ground needs. So anyway, you're going to be such a good boy. Apologies if you hear any noise in the background. My son's in his room and he might dry his hair or something, so apologies if you hear the hair dragging off. So anyway, we'll just get into this now. I discovered many years ago that I was wearing a foundation shade far too light for my skin tone. I was always terrified you buy them too dark and like, they're going to look really orange and brown and stuff. So it wasn't till I went to the Estee Lauder counter a good few years ago and they matched me up to colour, and it was actually the 3N1 Ivory Beige and the Double Wear foundation. And so since I was matched up with this is the kind of shade I go with my foundations with, and I find that I usually match this colour up roughly and I'm absolutely fine. So this is a Double Wear foundation and this is an Ivory Beige. So a wee bit of this to swatch this. I don't know the best way to do this. I'm going to end up being a mess, isn't I? Just put in the back of my... if I put it there, you'll see you get a lovely idea of the colour. Sorry about that scar. I've actually got a permanent scar there, but Spencer jumped up the other day and was all excited to see me come in for the garden and scratched me. So that's a shade I can use roughly as my sort of template. What a foundation's round about that shade, and it usually works. Because I was wearing a foundation that was too light, and I went to the Estee Lauder counter. She goes, "You used it?" I went, "No." She goes, "It was sand I bought." She goes, "Send it back." She says, "It was online I bought it." She says, "Because you're doing it too light." So that's the kind of shade that I match up my foundations. Now, on the note of the double wear, I managed to get the big bottles they have at the counter. They put your little sample, they fill up your wee sample bottles with the big sort of plastic 200ml bottle. I managed to get one of them on eBay for about £35. I bid on it and got it. The only thing about this foundation, I do like it, but I think it because it can go on quite cakey. It can be looking a wee bit cakey at times. So I don't jump to that the very first foundation I use, but that's the colour I kind of go by, matched up my foundations. The next one for Estee Lauder I got matched up the same day was 3W1 Tawny. This is a camouflage makeup. Now I get camouflage makeup from dermatology for my face because it goes very, very red and swollen and marked with and skin stretch marks and things with my oral Crohn's. So, but I prefer this, to be honest. I haven't had the camouflage makeup for a while because I didn't have it in my shade. So I turned to this, and this really does cover a multitude of sins, shall we say. So that's the colour that matched me up with that. Roughly you see is the other shade of the Ivory Beige, and that really does cover, really does. You'll see it just covers up that scar. Look how it really does camouflage that. See, it just really, that is really, really, look at that. And it just takes the redness now. It definitely, I really do like that foundation when my skin's really bad and I've had a oral Crohn's flare up, my skin's really red and sore. I use that and it does hides all the redness. As you can see, there we go. I had that. Yeah, I do like that. But a little of that goes a long way. So it does. Let's try that off. I'm not very good at swatching this, and I'll try and do this bit of my arm. Anyway, the next foundation I've got is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. Now, I don't like this one. I don't like this foundation. This is a medium neutral. Yeah, the shade's okay. I just don't like it. I think it's very drying on my skin. I just don't like it at all. I don't know why I've not just put it in the bin, to be honest. I don't like it. And the shade's a wee bit more orangey. And that's the medium neutral. Yes, it's roughly the same shade as I matched up my 3-in-1. But I just don't like that foundation. It's not full coverage. I do like my foundations full coverage. That's no full coverage. It doesn't cover anything, and I just don't like it. I find it very, very drying. So that's not for me. The next foundation I had recently, I really do like this one. This is a Pure 4-in-1 Love Yourself, and I got this for J.D. Williams. And this was an MN5, a medium neutral. So I'm a medium neutral skin tone. And I really do like this. You use your doofah for your concealer, and then it's got the pump for your foundation, and that's a really good shade for me. Let's see that. That was a really good match for me. I really do like that foundation, and that is really good coverage. I like that, and that does stay on most of the day. I do like that one. Now these are my It Cosmetics foundation. I've got a few shades in these. This is a luminous one, and this one's a neutral medium, and you'll see what I mean. There's not much difference in the shade. This is medium tan, and I've got the first one I got was a medium, and this is the original one. It's not luminous, and you'll see they're just roughly the same shade. So that's medium. Put that one there. I don't go to these. I like these foundations, but this is medium tan. So put that one there. That's the darkest one. I can get away with all these shades, and you'll see what I mean. They're roughly just all the same. I don't know if you can see that. That is the one. Honestly, that's the three different shades: medium, medium neutral, and medium tan. I can wear all those shades. They all blend in my skin tone absolutely fine. There's no much difference in them at all. I like that foundation, but it's not one I go to all the time. I run out of wipes. Here, another wipe. I've ran out of my trusty baby wipes, so I need to just use these ones. I've got them in a box. I think I did. I wouldn't have bought them. I must have got them in a box. I like the foundation, I do, but to be honest, a little does go a long way. But I think they don't stay on a lot. To me, they don't stay on for a good few hours, and they go a wee bit patchy on me. But that's just my opinion. I like them, but I don't, and I don't wear them. I know it says full, they say like full coverage. I don't. It's not the coverage I like. It's not full coverage to me. My skin, a couple of hours later, the redness and all that comes through. I like it, but it's not the one I jump to the first. You know, if my skin's good, I'll wear it when my good skin. If my skin's looking good, I'll wear it that day. But I don't jump. I do like it, and I really do like the foundation. But I do sometimes it doesn't last much. It goes a wee bit patchy at times. Not all the time. Maybe it's a bit of a primer or something. Maybe I've used differently. But a little of that does go a long way. And the next foundation I got recently was the Doll 10, and this is their anti-stress foundation. Now I had a big clear out a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, and a big black bag there, and it was all my words out Doll 10 stuff that I threw out, and that's that shade. Again, it's in the medium, and that's in the shade medium. Again, it's all roughly around the same shade. I match up to my 3-in-1. I do like that foundation. That has got a nice finish on. I really do like that one, and it does cover. I like that one. And these two are the same. This is the medium beige and the Bare Minerals, so it is. And this, I'll show you the powder. I can get away with medium tan. I do wear medium tan. My skin's, you can see that blends in right into my skin there. I can hardly see it there. I do wear medium tan. I'm starting to get a tan. I will move up to medium tan. And now while we're on the subject of Bare Minerals, I've got the Bare Minerals, and this is Complexion Rescue and Natural, and I think this is a wee bit light. I probably have to get a darker shade in this. I do like this, but it's a tinted moisturiser, but I use this. It's not too bad, but I use that under a foundation, to be honest, to get extra coverage. It doesn't give me enough coverage. It's a nice dewy finish when it's on, but I put my foundation on top of that. And when we're on the subject of Bare Minerals, these are the Bare Pro foundations. I really do like these. And you can see I've got 3 colours. When this first came out, they did a chart. They said if you're medium beige, go for Warm Natural. So I followed the chart, went for Warm Natural. And you'll see this is quite yellow. That's too pale for me. That is far too pale for me. I can wear it with bronzing up and things like that, but it's just far too pale. So actually, I'll just show you the colour there again. So that's Warm Natural. And then I went on to use I just think I've put the wrong one in that. Oh, sorry guys, I put the wrong shade on that to show you. So I've got Warm Natural, Pecan and Sandstone. So I went from Warm Natural to this Pecan one, and this is a really good match for me. And I do like this foundation. Again, you'll see the tone. And then I had an RTSV, which I actually haven't had a Bare Minerals TSV for a while, QVC, and that's Sandstone. And you can see there's no much difference in that, but that Pecan is definitely a better shade for me. That's still on the sort of yellowy side. So on that one, I mean, there isn't much difference in that at all. I do wear pecan, especially and my skin's a bit darker just now in the sun. I do like that foundation. It does stay on all day. It doesn't go patchy or cake or anything like that. I really do like that, and it's got a nice finish when it's on. I do like that. As I say, I do like my full coverage foundations, but I don't know how they can say that warm natural is to match up for a medium beige skin tone. And I remember at the time it got out a lot of complaints in the comments where there's no way, it's far too light, far too light, far too light, and they said that was for like medium beige. It doesn't. So I went to pecan, then they brought out sandstone. Obviously they probably got more shades on the bare minerals counter, but what QVC decided to bring out in their TSVs. So I go between sandstone and pecan and that, but I do like that foundation. I really do like that foundation. And the latest another foundation I got recently was the X1 Invisible Wear, and this is in the shade 50, and that was a medium neutral tone, and you'll see again it's that kind of shade for me blending in. Now I do like that, I really do like that, but I only wear that when my skin's no broke out. It's not a full coverage. It's a lovely dewy, really nice finish on. I really do like that finish. It doesn't go patch, it doesn't go cakey. It's a lovely finish on, nice and dewy, as if no makeup look kind of thing. But when my skin's quite red, if I've had like spot breakouts or my Crohn's has played up, I wouldn't use that because I wouldn't cover, if you know what I mean. I like my full coverage foundation or my camouflage and bad days like that. But this one I really do like, and I got 2 for £22 in QVC. Really reasonable price foundation, and I really do like it. Lovely dewy finish, really nice on, but just not a lot of coverage for my liking. And next one is an even one, and this is the Power Stay 24 Hour, and this is the shade Honey Beige. I quite like this one actually. Quite like that one. That's it. I quite like that when it's on. Again, full coverage. It's a medium skin tone. I don't think that stayed on, but I've not really used a lot of that, to be honest. I like it, but I thought halfway through the day it went a bit patchy and a bit cakey looking, and kind of sunk into my skin. Like it, but I wouldn't jump to it, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't jump to it. And the next foundation is my Bobbi Brown's, and I remember doing videos last year, oh, I'm not going to share my foundation, I'll get really like it. Yes, I really do like my Bobbi Brown foundations, but I keep going back to other ones. I did stick, mind you, saying that all summer last year, that's the only foundation I wore, and it's nice and light, but it's got good coverage. But I think it's got good coverage because I used the stick underneath it. So basically I'm in the shade Warm Natural. I do have the shade Natural I got first, and then I realised I think I better go Warm Natural. I'm glad I did, because I went to the counter and Bobbi Brown, yeah, it was Warm Natural. And these are the stick foundations for Bobbi Brown as well. That's the one. What's this one? This is Natural. And this is Natural. And warm. That's that. There's 2 Warm Naturals here because one's nearly finished. That's the one that's new. And this is the Warm Nat. There's not much in this at all. And I do like, what I do like about the stick insets, I was going to say, geez, oh, stick foundation, I've got stick insets, my brains, they were just fading. What I like about the stick foundations, you do get good coverage with them. There's not much difference in that. That's the Warm Natural and the Natural. Obviously that's also warmer, hence the name, and a wee bit more yellowy. And that's the 2 is the foundation, which this is Natural. This is a really nice foundation on. This is the foundation I've actually repurchased. I really do like this one. It's not, I would say, a full coverage foundation. There you go, there's not much difference in that at all. Warm Natural and Natural. I mean, it's not a full coverage, but when my skin did look really good on that. It gives it a nice dewy finish, and it's not full. Again, if my skin was really broken out, I don't know if I'd wear that on its own, hence why I put the stick foundation underneath it, and you get these stick insets out of my brain. And actually they're doing really well, by the way. They're about that length now, my stick insets. They're only a day old and I got them, still got the 3, still alive and well. They're about that length. They're in my head because I just had cleaned a wee minute ago. I do like the stick foundations because I put it on and it, like, you can get really in and cover the bits you like to cover, then put the other foundation on top. I do like the Bobbi Brown foundation, I really do like that. So that's that. That is the only one I wore all last summer, to be honest. But since then I bought the Doll 10 and all the rest to try. So the next one I got, I don't like this one, it's a number 7 airbrush away foundation. The colour's okay, but it didn't cover anything. It didn't cover anything at all. basically it didn't do anything for me, didn't like that. I might really just put that in the bin actually. It just didn't do anything for me, it didn't cover in, it just still saw my blemishes and things through it, didn't like that at all. And the other one is the recent one is the Pericone we got in the lip box, and I chose beige. I was swimming between nude and beige. I said, oh, what shade? And I decided, I'm glad I went for the beige. I went on to QVC, looked at the colours, and beige, I'm glad I went for that. It's perfect colour for me. This is a nice foundation on. It really is. That, again, is just my perfect shade for me. But it's not, again, a full coverage. It's lovely on. Does make my skin look actually a lot smoother actually. It's a nice foundation on. But again, no matter what foundation I use, I always have my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye under eye concealer, and it really does take the redness down and cover all my spots. No matter what foundation I use, I've always got that under it. But now I did a lot more foundation this, but I binned a lot of them. A lot of them I tried, don't like them, I binned them. So these are the ones that I rotate, that I don't usually. The Bobbi Brown is the one that I stuck to most, day after day after day after day. Now I go, I'll just go and pull out my drawer, my storage drawer, pull one out. I'll try this one today, try that. I swap and change me every day, but Bobbi Brown last year was the one I used 3 months in a row. I'll probably end up going back to that, but I really do like that one. And the other foundation I've been liking lately, one I've got on today, is the Too Faced Born This Way, and I went to the counter on Debenhams and they matched me up to light beige in this one. I do like this, I really do like that, and it's got a nice finish on it, and that's one I've got on today. I really do like that, really do like that, and that's the shade. Again, it's all in that kind of tones, if you know what I mean, going to the back to the Estee Lauder one, it's always the same tone. Do you like that? Nice coverage, and it does cover. Definitely like that Too Faced one. It's become more than that the last few days. Do like that one. And this one is the Nude by Nature liquid foundation, and this is in the shade N5 Champagne. I liked this, but I thought it was quite drying. I thought this was a wee bit drying on my skin, to be honest. Again, the skin tone, you can see my skin tone, it's all that kind of colours that I use. Really nice cut, perfect match, really good match, but I did find that was quite drying, and it went a wee bit cakey looking. You can see that, seeing that wee bit cake, it was a wee bit cakey looking, that one. But I won't repurchase that, definitely won't repurchase that. I think we need to get another white. I'm not the best at this. I hope I'm just showing you the colours and what I think. I know it's just my opinions, but as I said, I have a lot more foundations and I threw them out. And this is the Back to Bare Minerals. This is a Natural Complexion Rescue Stick. I didn't like this. Got this in a TSV, and I did use it. I just don't like it. There's no coverage at all in that. I didn't like the colour either. And that was in Natural 05. That just didn't cover it. That was more like a tinted moisturiser stick. I didn't like that. Didn't really like that. I wouldn't repurchase that. And the last two foundations, I used to have more than this. I'll probably find this other foundation lying about. I forgot to put in this box, and I did this morning. Is my Tarte. This is my I've kept these two to the last. This is my all-time favourite. This even beats my Bobbi Brown. This is my all-time favourite foundations. And this is the Tarte Amazon Clay 12-hour full coverage foundation. I love this. Really love it. Now, usually in QVC, you only get a few selections of shades, and this is medium honey I wear. And I just realised I should have another one of these. This is not opened. I was going to pause this, see if I can find the one that's opened. Can't find it, maybe I finished it. So this is medium honey, so just open this. I'm going to use it anyway. Show you the shade. That's the one thing about QVC. They don't, almost like 6 shades, you know what I mean? They're not that great. So now the Tarte custom kit was supposed to be yesterday, but due to the sad events in America, for respect, they decided not to do it. They're going to wait. When they do their custom kit, you're getting 6-7 items, or 6 makeup items, a makeup bag for £56, and usually these foundations one of your choices. So I think it's always about June, July, and about October, November, and I chose medium sand when I chose my own foundation, and I prefer this colour to the medium honey I got from UVC, but that's the two shades here I can get away with. That's your medium honey. and that's the medium sand. When the custom kit does come back on, I'm actually going to try medium neutral in this one. There's so many, there's about 35 shades in this foundation, and QVC, when they do their TSVs and kits, do 6, maybe 8 at most. So it's always light, medium, honey, it's not giving you much choice. So I do that, blends in really well. I do like the medium honey as well. There's not much difference here, but in, to be honest. But I'm going to try the medium neutral, and that is my favourite foundation. That it's full coverage. It doesn't look heavy on. It's not cakey on. It's just really a really good foundation. I really do like that. So I do. I purchase that, repurchase, but always try and see if it's kits in QVC, or when it's the custom kit twice a year, I'll buy the foundation. That's the foundation I will buy in the custom kit. But I will try the medium neutral, the next shade, to try it. So that's definitely my favourite out of all my foundations. That is definitely my favourite. It covers. It's not cakey, but it covers, and it's comfortable on your skin, and it's very light on your skin because it's like a mousse texture, and it's very light on your skin. I really do like that. But as I say, I'm definitely going to get medium neutral to try, because it's always medium honey I get when it's the kits in QVC. I think I did it one time, medium neutral. I think I must have had medium neutral before, I can't remember. But it's always medium honey I get on QVC, and that was the medium sand I tried in the custom kit last time. When the custom kit comes out, I will be getting it again, and I will be getting one of these. Oh, well, that's if they've got that choice. I will be choosing this all-time favourite foundation, definitely. That's that. So I do recommend that, to try that. And if you go into QVC, you should always get the brush with it, to go with it. So that's all my foundations. I keep chopping, changing. So between the ones that I use most would be my Bobbi Brown and the Tarte, these ones. But I think lately I've been turning to this, and I do like my Too Faced one. That's the kind of the last couple of weeks. That's the foundations I've been using. So I've actually got quite a wee bit of foundation, and honestly, I threw a big black bag of makeup and stuff out, and I had all my Rimmel foundations. All these ones I didn't like. I just binned them. The Bourjois ones, I don't pronounce that, but a lot of the foundations binned them. So these are the ones I keep going back to, and I usually do get my foundation in kits and QVC, to be honest. So that's my Tarte 1, 2, Too Faced 3, Urban Nature 4, the Complexion Rescues 5, Bare Minerals 6, Powder, Avon 7, Estee Lauder 8, Airbrush up there, Boots 1 up again the bin 9, 10 for the stick with the Bare Minerals. Don't like the Tarte Rainforest, as you see. I'll just give up counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like my Pure. Really do like that one. Really do like that foundation. That's lovely on. That's 13. My stick foundation, not insets. What did I say we were at there? Oh, I've lost count. I'll count it up at the end. So that's my 3 Bobbi Brown stick, but one of them nearly finished. X, I really did like that for the money. I wasn't expecting much. A cheap foundation, 2 for £22, but that is really nice on, and a lovely finish that one really is. My Bobbi Brown foundations, my Bare Pro, my Pericon, I really do like that one actually, and my Estee Lauder Camouflage. That I've had that for a good couple of years, maybe 3 years. A lot of that goes a long way, and it definitely covers my skin up, and it's really red. The Doll 10, I like that, really do like that foundation. And I like my IT Cosmetics, but I don't seem to turn to these much lately. I do like it, but I think it doesn't last all day, definitely not last all day. So that's my foundations. So I'll have a wee count, just to see what actually I've got. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll count that as one because 2 shades, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'll count these as ones, 26 foundations. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous to 26 foundations. But I do turn to them. I do use them. And when a new one comes out in QVC, I'll try it. One thing is you can send stuff back to them. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think they'll be going out. That is very, to me personally, that is very drying on my skin. It goes cakey, it doesn't cover. Don't like, as soon as you put it on it dries, it just does not, it looks horrible, and maybe just me, I've tried different primers under it, don't like it, and I love Tarte, you know, if you watch my channel, I do love Tarte, I love my Tarte pads, love my Tarte makeup, but I don't like that. And that is great when my skin is really bright red and not settling down and I've got to wear makeup, that definitely covers. So yeah, that's my little foundation collection. As you can see, all the shades are roughly the same, because as I say, I used to wear my foundation far too light, went in Estee Lauder, couldn't get matched up, and since then that is my little template. I go right, roughly that colour, and that's what I match up. So that's all my foundations. My favourite all is my Tarte Amazon Clay and my Bobbi Brown. That is my two foundations I repeat purchase of quite a lot, so I must admit, out of the two, that definitely wins. All my foundations, that's my favourite. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I know, hope you see the shades that I wear. That's what you asked to see, the shades that I wear. So that's, as you can see, they're all the same tone. I'm a medium neutral skin tone. Yes, I can go quite tan, as you can see. Just a couple of days, I've not even sit in the sun. That's just going in and out, in and out. I don't sit in the sun. So sometimes I do go into the tan shades, my foundations, but mostly I've got medium tan, bare minerals somewhere. But basically, that is my range of foundations. Always a medium neutral, and all go round about the 3N1 in ivory beige. I always tone it around that. I know the foundations are going to suit me. So thanks very much for tuning in and watching. You like to ear Spencer, and all the boxes hopefully start coming soon and get them done. But thanks so much for tuning in and watching. I really do appreciate it. But that's all my foundations, and as you can see, they're all roughly the same colour, and I know that they'll seem to blend in and to suit me. So, but it's far too much. So, but when the Tarte custom kit comes back, if that's on it, I'll be getting that medium neutral. But anyway, take care, everybody. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'll catch up with you all very soon. So that's all foundations and what I think. Basically, that's my favourite. I have put a lot of foundations out in the bin. That's the ones I've kept because that's the ones I use. But thanks. I can't stick to the same one, can I? No. I said last year, my Bobbi Brown. No, still change. Always got to try something new. But take care, everybody, and I'll catch up with you all very soon. But thanks so much for staying subscribed. I really do appreciate it. And I have got an wee giveaway box started, and it will be the end of July before I get that done, but I've got a wee box started. So have a lovely evening, and I'll catch up with you all very soon. Hopefully, I won't have to wait half the month for my cohort to come this month. But anyway, take care. So hear the birds outside there, and I'll catch up with you all very soon. Bye bye.